Hi everybody, today is Sunday and I'm just driving around and I'm noticing people coming in and out of churches, and I logged into YouTube and I saw the different sermons and things that different pastors have uploaded onto YouTube for today for live. And my daughter is spending some time with a friend and I asked her what they're doing and she said that they're at church. So I thought I would make a video about religion, organized religion. Does organized religion have a place here in non-dual realization? So I wanted to kind of discuss that because I live in a town where pretty much 99% of everybody that lives here is a Christian or they just don't have a religion. But that's the extent of it. So the majority of people are Christians and they attend the Baptist, Episcopal, Catholic, you name it, all the churches that are lining our streets here in this town. And I just wanted to talk about religion. Non-duality is not a religion. Non-duality is not a belief. Non-duality is just what is and what's been seen. So when I'm speaking about non-duality, it isn't my belief. It isn't my understanding or some intellectual thing that I picked up somewhere or learned somewhere, or I've heard, oh, you're just using non-dual lingo. There are words that point a little bit better to this, but that is not a belief. That is not a religion or some sort of terminology that you must use when you speak of this. I could use nonsense. I could use babbling. Everything and anything is what is, and that's all it is. There is no religion when it comes to non-duality. There's nothing to it. So when I make these videos, it's not to convert anybody. It's not to convince anybody of this. It's not to necessarily even really spread this message. It's just an expression of me having a place to talk about this, because I can't really talk about this to my friends, not even really my family, not even really my husband. I talk about it to a certain level, but it sure gets missed, and it's not something that I can find someone that I can talk to. So I pretty much talk to myself on here on YouTube, and it's very nice to get comments and emails and all of this stuff from other people that maybe do have this realization and they can communicate with me, or maybe people that it only just resonates with them, or maybe they have had a glimpse or something and they want to share that with me and maybe get some insight about anything, or I can give them. So this is just a sharing. That's all it is. It's just communicating, talking, for no reason. It's not to convert anybody. This is not a religion or anything like that. So I just wanted to put that out there. But really just talking about religions. Do religions really have a place here in this experience, this human experience that we're living? And yes, it surely does. Anything that is here is completely supposed to be here. So whether that's the Christian church, whether it's this cult, whether it's this other religion, whatever it may be, if it's here and it's happening, whether we think it's good or bad, that doesn't matter. It's here, and that's what's supposed to be here. It shouldn't be any other way. That's the way it's supposed to be. If things are changing like they always are, and one day they're changing and they change into something different and there's no more religion or something like that, then that's what's happening, and that's what's supposed to be happening then. But for right now, all of these religions are supposed to be happening. And if there is someone that is in that religion, like for example, I have my own family and pretty much all my friends and everything are in different religions, it's completely okay. If that religion is causing them suffering or pain, or causing them not to see this realization, that's just what's happening as well. I try to share little insights here and there with them. I speak to my husband when we talk about Christianity and different Bible verses, or I might listen to a sermon with him. I'll share with him my opinion on what I think that Bible verse is pointing to, but not to convert him or not to change him, but just to open his mind And that's just happening as well. It's not like I'm planning to do that, or even if I feel like I'm planning to do it, it's just all happening. So no one is really in control or doing any of this. It's just happening. Churches are happening. Church members are happening. All of that is just happening, and it's completely fine. No one is ultimately being hurt. Nobody is ultimately actually going through anything. It's just all happening. Even my story of non-duality, or my story of the twin flame journey and how I came to this realization, is all just in this story, in this illusion of this experience of being a human. And this experience of being a human is also religion, is also spirituality, is also all of these things, even though that's not what we would consider the ultimate reality or the ultimate truth. That doesn't make that any better or worse than me having this realization. In the end, this is what's wanting to be happening. So what is everything, what is life, is wanting this. And that's what's happening. So there's no problem even in having this realization and supporting somebody in their religion, or accepting whatever it is that someone says. It's not offensive to me to hear about a religion, to hear about a cult, to hear about different forms of non-duality speakers, or, you know, this person said it this way or that way. All of it is completely fine. There is no real problems at all. So that's the beauty in this, is that you start to notice that, well, you don't just start to notice, you get hit with the fact that everything is okay. Nothing is out of place. Nothing is out of harmony. Nothing that you did is ever wrong or out of harmony, no matter what you think you've done, you know. So that's the unsurpassing peace that's spoken of in many religions. It's also in non-duality, because when you realize this, everything's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's in control. So I just wanted to share that, because there's people coming in and out of churches and things, and I'm just noticing all of this movement when it comes to going to church on Sunday. So I thought I would speak to religion and why it is that I don't try to convert or change like my own husband or child's belief. When it comes to my daughter, she was mostly raised going to a Christian church. We don't go to church anymore, but if she wants to go to church, or if she asks me to go to church, I will happily take her. And if she goes with another friend, I will take her. I don't see anything wrong with that. And with sharing this non-dual realization with my daughter, it's not something that I use to convert or change her thinking. I just point out to her what is and how beautiful it is. And if she can see that, that's what non-duality is. That's all it is. It's not anything that needs to be studied, that needs to be learned, that's intellectual. It's just realizing what is, slowing down, just paying attention to everything. And in that, into spending time even in nature and things like that, without this realization, you begin to feel connected. Showing her love, showing her care, showing her even when she makes mistakes, that's doesn't define her, that doesn't taint her, that doesn't make her any less of a person. Loving her completely unconditionally and showing her that love even when it comes to other people, and people that have been maybe in our eyes wrong. Maybe they have done a crime in the past, or they've done something that some people may call unforgivable. Showing her that you can still love somebody and care for them as a human being despite all of these things, because in the end, really nobody is in control of these things. They're just happening, and everybody's just living their life the best they can with the hand that they've been dealt. So yeah, I just wanted to speak on religion, organized religion, and just share with y'all, this is not this channel is not about converting anybody. It's not about that I'm right about anything. It's just me sharing something, and If it resonates with you and you like to watch this, subscribe to my channel and watch my channel. If it doesn't, if you don't believe it or you don't care for this, then don't watch it. It's pretty simple. Sometimes I do get some messages saying things like, well, I think you're wrong about this and that. It really doesn't matter if somebody's right or wrong about anything. It's really whatever is happening is perfectly okay. And nobody needs to subscribe to this thought or this belief or this other belief. Ultimately, when you have a realization and it's really felt and seen for what it is, pretty much all beliefs fall away. You just see what is. And if there is any beliefs that stay, they're kind of like preferences and beliefs about maybe something you grew up with. You do things sort of that way. I do have the tendency, and I've noticed this in myself, even though all my beliefs dropped, I do have the tendency to, at times when I hear certain scriptures, or even when it's not even relating to Christianity, maybe it's a Muslim thing or a Sufi thing or whatever it is, to kind of tie my realization with that verse, because I feel like those were like pointers. I'm like, wow, I really understand that a whole lot better now. Like, that's what it was saying. But to say, oh, well, then because I believe what that scripture says, then I am this. No, I don't need to be anything. I just need to live, and that's it. I don't need beliefs at this point, but that doesn't make me any better or less than anybody. Everybody is perfectly how they should be. And if you're unhappy with your situation or something like that, that's where you have to show yourself love. And even though there's not a person there, just realizing that there is nothing that you have ever done that's wrong. There's nothing that you have ever done that could be any different. And you're completely and totally loved in this world as the human expression that you currently are. But you're so much greater than that. And you're actually everything. So you can freely love everything. And that's just that. It changes things a lot when you realize this and you become more in connection with everything. But it doesn't matter really what you're showing up as or what your religion is, or if you are a person that maybe you don't want to love everybody, maybe you want justice, maybe you want to speak up about things. That's what's supposed to be happening as well. So there's no right or wrong, and it's so hard to speak about this because everything's a contradiction. But just be yourself, whatever that may be. Be yourself. If you resonate with going to a Christian church, go to a Christian church. If you resonate with being an atheist, be an atheist. If you just resonate with whatever it is, if you've had this realization, you resonate with watching these sorts of videos, that's what's happening. And you're completely okay. That's what's supposed to be happening for you. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I hope y'all have a great rest of your Sunday and enjoy your day today. Thank you for watching.